Good morning, afternoon or evening, ladies and gentlemen, Allincrypto here, and welcome back, guys, for what is going to be nothing short of another jam-packed daily market update. And my job is getting ever harder with these daily market updates because there's just that much news to cover. And the first thing for me to do is perhaps say that I'm over the moon at the moment with how all you guys are doing from a sort of portfolio point of view. You know, if you've been investing in the cryptocurrency space throughout this kind of basing period for the altcoin sector, and we knew what was to come that is happening today was going to happen, I just want to say massive congratulations. And it makes me happier that you guys are doing well than me personally doing well, because we'll do well whether the cryptocurrency market existed or not. That's just how I am. However, the fact that people are now finding some joy out of investing in markets, having had the foresight to understand the great game that is played upon all of us, the great monetary game that is played upon all of us, and how you can arbitrage that through investing, fills me with nothing but joy and happiness. And I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel, for supporting my videos day in, day out. The support that we're getting is unbelievable. And we're very quickly becoming the go-to crypto channel. Also, we've got the website, a number of other things. If you want to take your journey a step further, do become a patron. And the first thing to do is go and watch Wednesday's meeting where I discuss my entire portfolio. If it's not for you after a month, you can always leave. But we have a hell of a lot to get into. Let's get away. Allincrypto. Stop being so bloody sentimental. Let's talk about the news. We've got news from a $7 trillion asset manager, Schwab, that have now essentially entered the crypto space or the crypto realm. We've got news of a new crypto council being formed under Trump's administration. We've got news that we're going to start off on in regards to the SEC chair, the infamous Gary Gensler, the arch enemy of the crypto space, officially saying that he's going to step down on the 20th of January. Then we're going to be looking at a clip from Senator Lummis calling for the US government to sell its gold to buy Bitcoin. We've also got news that people forget about, and that is the fact that $16 billion are about to hit the cryptocurrency space in the form of FTX repayments that's going to happen in cash. And then, of course, we'll be finishing off with some charts. Our Dino coins are doing spectacularly. I love to see the crypto gatekeepers get absolutely scolded through calling all these coins Dino coins. They're never going to move, and they're pumping their bags and dumping on their audience, etc., etc. And now the rise of utility, the rise of the real, is taking place and gripping hold of the world. And we've got so much content. I mean, we're doing like 3 or 4 videos a day, articles, you know, tweets. It's just full on, and we absolutely love it. And we want to keep you guys as informed as humanly possible. Let's start things off with some huge news. Gary Gensler, on January the 20th, 2025, will be stepping down as SEC chair. A thread, we don't even need to read it because we read it earlier this week. We looked at some remarks that he made. Very much spoke about the agency and the opportunity and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We very much said that sounded like a man that was about to resign, and we knew that he was either going to resign or get essentially pushed. We're going to be doing a video later on today. We're going to be putting on our tinfoil hat, which isn't really even a tinfoil hat at this point, and speculating on what Elon Musk and Trump has planned for us. And some of the cryptocurrencies you guys are a massive fan of. We've got massive news in the form of Charles Schwab. So Schwab is a $7 trillion asset manager, and they're now going to be getting into the spot cryptocurrency space. So the buying and selling and the enabling of this industry. I covered news yesterday that was interesting. I hadn't seen any other individual talking about Ripple's partnership with Solargenic and how they're essentially now looking to facilitate a 24-hour stock market and basically potentially bringing 4,000 stocks to the XRP ledger and the crypto space more broadly. Remember, we're still not in this kind of interconnected world as an industry. We are moving towards that. But let us go ahead. I'm going to need to mute my mic here, guys, so that you don't hear it twice, and dive into what Schwab had to say about the crypto space and their entering of it. The world is ours, ladies and gentlemen, as crypto investors. Let's dive into this clip.
Well, there's lots of ways to invest in crypto at Schwab. Clients can access ETFs, they can access Bitcoin futures, they can invest in closed-end funds. So a lot of our clients have taken advantage of those ways to invest in crypto and have done well with crypto, with it hitting all new all-time highs. We also would like to directly offer crypto and Schwabize the crypto market, which is to take a lot of the spread and the commissions out of the crypto area to create a better deal for clients. We've been waiting on a change in the regulatory environment in order to do that, and we're confident that we think that will come in short order. So we're excited about the crypto space. Ultimately, it's up to the client in terms of how they want to utilize crypto in their portfolios.
And we are getting indications that the incoming Trump administration is going to be sort of loosening some of the regulations,
yes,
or being much more pro-crypto. So what does that mean for some of these young investors, given the size of the amount of young investors that has also been growing in Charles Schwab?
Well, 60% of our new clients that come into Schwab every year are from people that are under 40. So often, we're not thought of as the destination for young investors, but we actually attract an incredible amount of young investors, and they're attracted to the breadth of what we can do. And there's young investors invested in crypto, but also they love stocks and they love trading in options, and they love the support they can get from our team as well as the advisors that are here. So we lots of ways to invest in crypto at Schwab.
We don't need to play that twice. So that's Schwab getting into the crypto space. We love crypto, is what they're saying, and there was this kind of hush in regards to the regulatory scheme that had currently been in place that has now been abolished. And on that news, we've covered so much to do with Trump and Elon and the Department of Justice and all these crypto founders meeting up with one another in America and them doing very well from a price point of view and speculating on what is to come. But actually, this is news that came out yesterday. Donald Trump's Crypto Advisory Council expected to set up strategic Bitcoin reserves, a Reuters report. So Donald Trump is now setting a Crypto Advisory Council. I wonder who's going to be on that. Probably Charles, Lehman, Brad, likely Coinbase, etc., etc., etc. Crypto industry jockeys for seats at Trump's promised council. This is from Reuters. Trump has promised crypto-friendly administration. Council likely to be housed within the White House. Will likely coordinate policies, set up Bitcoin reserves. Industry wants end to Biden's enforcement actions. They want Biden isn't enforcing anything, I'm afraid. I'm surprised the guy isn't wearing Velcro shoes at this point. This is by Hannah Lang, of course, Reuters. A slew of crypto companies, including Ripple, Kraken, and Circle, are jostling for a seat on President-elect Trump's promised Crypto Advisory Council, seeking a say in his plans to overhaul of US policies, according to several digital asset industry executives. Campaigning at a July business Bitcoin conference, Nashville, so Bitcoin 2024, Trump promised a new council as part of a crypto-friendly administration. Several top US crypto companies are clamoring for a seat at the table, amongst them a venture firm, Paradigm, said one source, while venture capital giants something crypto at A16Z is also expected to grab a spot. It's being fleshed out, but I anticipate the leading executives from America's Bitcoin and crypto firms to be represented, said David Bailey, CEO of the Bitcoin magazine, who arranged for Trump to speak at the July conference. People are eager to advise and give input, Bailey said. A Kraken spokesperson declined to comment, while a spokesperson from ACC did not respond to the request. Coinbase Coin CEO Brian Armstrong recently met with Trump, according to a source familiar with the matter. Circle's Jeremy Allaire told New York Times this month he wants to be on the council. The Crypto Council would likely be housed under the White House National Economic Council. It is expected to advise on digital asset policy, working on Congress crypto legislation, establish Trump's promised Bitcoin reserves, and coordinate between agencies, including the Secretary or the Securities and Exchange Commission, Commodities Futures Trading Desk, and Treasury. Other executives said the council may also include enforcement representatives, etc., etc., etc. And we can only but imagine the team, the Avengers that are going to assemble on the back end of this. So this is unbelievably big news. We've got some more another clip to play with you. For you. This, of course, is Senator Lummis, who has been very pro-crypto the whole time. Let me mute my mic and we're going to dive into this clip before we finish things off with a little bit of FTX news, and then we'll dive into some price action.
You know, we got off the gold standard a long time ago. My question is how much you would spend tax dollars at a time where we're talking about trying to reduce costs. How much would you spend on Bitcoin as part of this reserve?
We wouldn't have to spend any new dollars. We have reserves at our 12 Federal Reserve banks, including gold certificates that could be converted to current fair market value. They're held at their 1970s value on the books, and then sell them into Bitcoin. That way, we wouldn't have to use any new dollars in order to establish this reserve. The United States already holds over 200,000 Bitcoin in the asset forfeiture funds. So that would be the initial source of Bitcoin. So no new money spent on this reserve.
I think it's extremely plausible that they're going to try and get to 1 million Bitcoin in this arms race that is about to take place. We looked yesterday at the Chinese unbanning of custody in crypto, or holding it. It's surreal, really, isn't it? It's an amazing time to be alive, and it's one of the greatest stories of all time, the Bitcoin story, and how we've ended up where we are today. And it's really the story that's been told previously in history with technologies, and the internet is a great example. And this is going to go far above and beyond that. This, of course, is what's coming next year also. This is a significant event. This is the repayment of $16 billion worth of crypto to FTX holders. What are they going to do with that? They're likely going to put that back into the market. And there was something I actually want to find that really puts this into perspective. I think, unfortunately, it might have been from Crypto Rover. FTX claim distribution. So Bitcoin's ETF net flows is to the left, and then here's the size of the FTX claim and distribution. And a lot of that's likely going to find its way back into the market. This really does put things into perspective. Let us finish things off now with a little bit of price action. When it comes to Bitcoin, this is why I'm a technical analyst, because we can see the future without knowing what the future really holds. And we very much predicted that this was just a pullback in what is a broader uptrend, and you're going to excel to these higher targets that we have for it. And there's a confluence of them that allow it to walk and talk and quack like a duck. And when it does that, we call it a duck. The whole market generally is on that sort of broader path. Again, if your portfolio isn't going up under this context, look at these bull flags coming to fruition. What are you doing? We've got XRP, we've got XLM, big movers today. We've got things like HBAR, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And some of the others I think can take a little bit longer. I think there's a hell of a lot of speculation right now in regards to and hype around who's actually going to enable the space from the council point of view. But we'll get clarity on that as we sort of proceed. So hopefully, guys, I've covered all the main events over the past sort of 24 hours, as we do every single day here at 1 p.m. UK time. If you enjoy the content, like, appreciate it as a comment. And on that note, I'm going to love and leave you all, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I know it's snowing here in the UK. It's snowing in many parts of Europe. So be careful. Try not to fall over. And I'm going to love and leave you on that note, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.